Okay. I know I haven't recorded in a while, but it's Saturday today, and I've got free time. I've got free time on my hands. Um, I've got time on my hands, and I want to thank. I want to thank my loyal subscriber, King Skullmint, Mint, if that's how you pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Um, I did hear about the story about his cat um, on his video from JD, and I want to thank him for responding and letting me share and sharing my personal feelings to this. And thank you so much, man. You're a you're a good friend, and I want to thank you for doing it for me. That was a very tough time that day, and yeah. But today's Saturday, and I might be able, I'm gonna get this recording up for people to hear. I just want to thank you for sharing that story, and it means the world to me. That like, it really meant the world to me, and things in university are doing great. I'm currently doing work placement. I'm not going to say exactly where, but yeah, I'm currently doing work placement, and and I really thank you for sharing that story. It really meant everything to me, and like I said, since it's Saturday, I have been thinking. Now, I know myself, but I don't think a lot of people realize I'm big on gaming. Obviously, you can probably tell by some of the things you can see in the background here, like the Dragon Ball, like the universe thing in the corner there. I'm pretty big on gaming, and since it's Saturday and Sunday, I am thinking about maybe for Saturday and Sunday. I'm thinking of doing recordings just of me playing some games. Maybe I might show off a few things on games I play through Saturday and Sunday. The thing is, when it comes to gaming, guys, I actually get a lot of stuff done within the day. I like to record one thing, finish that, and then get straight into the next recording. Like, I don't waste time. So, if you want fast-paced video games, or I upload every day, mostly every hour, or whenever I can get the videos up, I'm gonna do that. That's if anyone's interested in gaming. If anyone's interested in seeing my content for gaming, I will do that. But I have been staying tuned into what WWE has offered, and I have been seeing the Raws and the SmackDowns, and honestly, I still think SmackDown's doing better, even though some people say SmackDown was a bit lackluster. But that's just that's their opinions. I respect that, but I still think SmackDown is still the dominant show out of the two. Like, I've even heard the stories about Finn Balor, like why he hasn't come back. He could be coming back as a heel, joining with Triple H and all that stuff. Honestly, I really don't want to see Balor as a heel. I'd rather keep him as a face, because he looks like that guy that could be the face of the company. Like, I think you should really take the opportunity to make a guy the face of the company, not worry about focusing on Roman Reigns as the face of the company. God, Can you imagine Roman Reigns as the face of the company? When John Cena goes, I'm not a big John Cena fan, but God, can you imagine what would happen to WWE if Roman Reigns took John Cena's spot as the face? I've also heard some stories about possible drafts. Now, the same guy I mentioned who did my story, KingSchmidt. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name right. What was I? Oh yeah, I've been hearing some stories about possible drafts. I've heard the New Day could possibly be heading over to SmackDown, and I've also heard AJ Styles could possibly be going over to Raw. I'd like you people to get your opinions on that, and also honestly, and as what he mentioned, that champions don't get drafted. The champions, whoever are the champions, heading out of WrestleMania, don't get drafted. So maybe like Bray Wyatt, he could, remain WWE champion, and Randy Orton could be drafted. So it seems like that they're not going to be drafting, like swapping any of the championships over, which I do like that. There's no need to swap the champions over. And besides, what better would it do for the Raw tag team and SmackDown tag team titles? Like if they swapped over, I mean, like it wouldn't do you any good. Same for the women, wouldn't do you any good if you just swap the champions over. Pretty much like, for example, if Bayley got drafted to SmackDown and Alexa Bliss got drafted over to Raw, they would pretty much just swap belts. That's just pretty much what it would be. They'd just pretty much be swapping titles, and they would just be representing that brand as their champions. So it doesn't really make any sense. So it's good that they're doing that. I really can't picture that ugly Universal Championship on SmackDown. Like, then they'll just have to color it in blue. But I think if SmackDown had the Universal Championship, they'd probably make it look like more like a legit title. And also, I would not mind a few draftees heading over to SmackDown, maybe like a Finn Balor, because SmackDown really does need more main eventers. They do need more big main guys. So I think a Finn Balor or a Brock Lesnar could be suited for SmackDown. And I think a stronger women's division could be good, even though SmackDown has a pretty good women's division. But I would not mind Emma being put on SmackDown as well, because I think SmackDown would be best suited for Emma. So that's gonna be good on that. And I think I've pretty much covered everything I would want to talk about. And also there's possibilities, if you're not unaware, guys, my brother keeps me updated. There's possibilities of Elias Sampson, the Drifter, Elias Sampson, and Asuka, the NXT Women's Champion Asuka, could be coming. They could be coming to the main roster. And they both could be a part of SmackDown, which I would not mind, even though I'm not a big fan of either one of them, but I would not mind them being put on SmackDown, because some of them, because you gotta understand, some wrestlers might not fit on Raw, especially if they're from NXT, because you never know, they might get buried or they might get treated like a piece of crap. That's just pretty much about that. Alright, pretty much covered everything. Alright, pretty much covered everything. Thank you all for listening, and once again, KingSchmidt, again, if I'm not saying your name right, thank you for sharing that story. I really appreciate it. And on the weekends, I will be available for maybe some video game content if you're interested. And I'll see you all when I get started. See you next time.